So I don't see anybody out here, like a female who desires marriage, of course, just moving funny after like 27.
Yeah.
Like you want to actually be with a time waster. Somebody that cannot, hey.
He said time waster, guys.
That's actually the nickname.
Let's talk about time wasters.
You want a definition. You know, say you like to define
I want definition, and I want it from both perspectives. Give me who is a time waster from the female perspective. I mean, I'll tell you the time wasters from the male perspective.
People who are neither here nor there. No, I can't tell you from the female perspective because, again, I don't date girls.
Okay, so you want me to tell you from the male perspective of who are the time wasters, the female time wasters?
Exactly. So I can tell you who the male time or who we consider a time waster, who a woman would typically consider a time waster. You are neither here nor there.
So that's what a time waster for a man is?
You don't want to talk. Well, you are wasting time. You don't want to say.
Oh, so the guy that hangs out in the dating place is a time waster?
No, not necessarily in a dating place. It's like, okay, we have moved from the dating to the relationship where there is now a little bit of commitment, but you don't want to say, and of course, the caveat, of course, is, a woman who desires marriage.
Okay,
right?
So the woman has set the goal for marriage. Did the man set the goal for marriage?
So the man no want talk. You don't want to, it's more like I talk my own, talk your own. You don't want to talk your own. That kind of, so that's the point.
Guys.
You are neither here. You don't want to move away for people to see road, and you are just blocking the.
And you turned it exclusive.
You are blocking the wind.
You know what's interesting? What? It's also exclusive, so no chance for another person.
You understand? Like you are just standing at the doorpost. Why move? It's like, sir, move to the left or move to the right. So people coming in can have free entry. They can see. She'll get. You know how you just.
You want me to come on?
I say, get one story. I want you to realize it.
Say it.
Never.
Say it.
You won't even pay me. You can't pay me enough to say it.
Wow.
Yes.
Give us something.
Many of your. So there was this dinner.
This what?
There was a dinner that was organized, and there was somebody that was supposed to, hey, okay, there was a time when a time waster was standing at the doorpost, and I beg, let's not, this is too...
Continue. He's a time waster.
He is a time waster.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
He was neither here nor there. It's like, make up your mind, sir. What are you doing? You want, Abby, you know what? And, I don't even think it's even in the relationship stage. You know how sometimes a woman may fancy a man, right?
Okay.
You know how you have many talking stages, but there's the one that you fancy.
So you're telling me there's only one that qualifies? So
this one, you don't give a pass mark.
Okay.
The only comma is, he does not want to talk.
Yeah, because he has
talk to me.
Because he has not given you pass mark.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, that's fair. But what I'm saying is, like, people who are just... I guess the English way to put it, who are just sitting on the fence, right? Who haven't made up their minds, right? Okay. So, which is why most women, what is on their list is,
okay.
You're going to say?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, someone who knows what they want. So you're certain. Certainty is a big piece.
So what if what I want is not to get married to you, but to have you as a companion for the rest of my life?
That's the point. You go talk now. Make I tell you no.
And then you go stay.
No. You talk.
Or you will still be there.
I will say no, you will go, I will go. See? But when you do not now talk, we are not there
a time waster. Good point. That's actually legit.
I'm like looking at you, what are we doing? You are looking at me like we're having a good time. It's like all those men that used to say.
Is it possible that some girls are actually too scared to find out that the guy would actually tell them that, no, I'm not interested? Of course,
the fear of rejection is a big thing.
So it might not even be brought up sometimes.
Of course. Okay. I mean, is that whole going with the flow thing, which I think is a very bad idea. It's a very...
Guys.
See...
It's a bad idea, guys. It's going with the flow. It is what it is.
It is a terrible idea. Going with the flow, except, you're in between something and you're going through stuff.
So,
and you want to
does that mean you're finally admitting that when somebody says after 14 days, I'm going with the flow, I believe it in my heart. The Lord has told me that is a definition of a bad idea that could actually work out, but a bad idea.
You know what? I think you are twisting my words, and I think you are doing it on purpose. Now, I will because why did you choose the same phrase
Which
You use
phrase?
the same phrase.
Which phrase?
To start your own point.
No, I
How?
just wanted to go back to an old point.
It's like, why did you go back? Oh, going with the flow. Person tell you say Jesus don't already tell her. You said going with the flow. What kind of insult is that? I take exception. Jesus is our Lord and Savior. How can you say going with the flow is Jesus? So I beg, no, don't
Okay,
do
so
that.
going with the flow is different from the Lord has told me.
Of course. How will you be going with the flow with Jesus? Jesus he orders our steps. You don't read your Bible, you
Do you
don't
know
know.
another thing Jesus has
You don't
said?
read your Bible, you don't know. Please keep going. My mother is going to watch this. He does not read his Bible, mommy. Don't mind him.
Oh no, but you were talking about time wasters. It's a real thing. I
Yeah.
think there are so many time wasters on both sides.
Yeah. I'm very curious to hear what the guys think about time wasters.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a woman, a female time waster. It's a foreign concept to me because
Do you know what a female time waster is to a
who
lot
would
of
you-
guys?
Yeah, who would you consider a female time waster?
A female time waster, and this I would say is the guy in the friend zone. That feels like he's being given a chance, but actually has no chance.
So no. So you know what? Saying it in reverse.
Okay.
So are you saying a female time waster would be the woman in the time zone?
No.
You know how I talked about a male time, like a time waster as who a woman would consider a time waster.
Is the
So what
person
I'm-
that is not intentional. So you would like the way you explained it is the guy that is not intentional, not
he's not
telling you
certain.
exactly
Yeah, he's
what
not
they
certain.
want
He
or
doesn't
not
know what he
certain.
knows.
Right?
So who would a guy see as a female time waster?
Again, would have to set a target, right? Is he a guy that is looking to get married or a guy that is just looking to have sex? So I think that's also a thing.
Okay, so on both ends. Again, I'm struggling with the concept and I'm going to explain why. I'm struggling with the concept because half the time it is the man who makes the move. I mean, in a conventional, like traditional, we should say, maybe not conventional, like a traditional, setting. It would be the guy who makes the first move, then the woman says yes or no.
Yeah.
Right? So that's already been said. I struggle to see how, okay, well, I guess she can delay in her answer.
Yeah.
So she's just
and that's why I wanted to use
leading
the
him
friend
on.
zone. But
Okay.
so my
I get
point
it,
is
I
the
get
one
it.
that actually is leading you on, and I wanted to find a general term for it. That's why I use the friend zone. So I'm like, oh, you have a chance. You stay close to me. We're very connected. We have chemistry. You might not be the one for me now, right? But I'm dealing with this other guy that is probably a time waster to me.
Exactly. I was going to say they are interconnected.
That's what I would call a time waster.
That makes
The guy
sense.
that has hope, and the girl is kind of like, oh, you're such a nice guy. I'll get
Nice
back
guy.
to you. I'll get back to you. This guy is treating me like this now, but you're like the kind of perfect guy.
You're the
for
perfect
me.
guy.
Hey.
Those are the buzzwords.
Yeah,
Nice guy.
you're the perfect guy. That now is not just a good time. I'm dealing with this and I've not recovered from Mr. Charles.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Mr. Charles actually is, but
Okay.
But yes, that would be what a male
That makes
version.
sense.
And
That
this
makes
is a
sense.
guy that's actually going towards marriage. That's why this specific one is the one that's going towards marriage, feeling like the nice guy, staying around,
The bestie.
the bestie, yes. So I would think that's this thing, but depending on the age and the timeline, because the criteria for marriage the criteria that women give a man for what they qualify for marriage is not very easy. So a lot of men are not hitting those criteria. So when they're not hitting it, a lot of guys' intentions might not be certain or whatever in terms of marriage. So it might just be sex they're looking for now. A time waster for sex it still goes back to the nice guy.
Yeah.
He just keeps waiting, right?
Waiting.
Like, they don't tell him we're locked up nowhere, but he's still
He
waiting.
plays, never scores a goal.
Never.
Oh.
But he hopes one day, after like
Poor
300
lad.
shots, and like
Waiting with flower.
5 on targets, that one will finally sneak by this amazing female. She's an amazing goalkeeper.
Oh.
She doesn't allow any
my
ball pass
dear.
through.
I love it. I love it for her.
And he keeps shooting.
God
Why?
will help him. You should go
Why?
and pray.
And then like 5 times hits on target. You know when on target is? When she gives him hope. She's like, you're not far away. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, I just need to sort through this.
Yeah, I just need
And
to
then
sort.
I just need a few, like some more time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's on target shots, right?
Yeah.
But no goals. But you
Of
know
course.
what? You know what he keeps telling himself? If I shoot enough and shoot enough on target,
You know the problem?
one day I'll score.
You know the problem with things like that? They can be reactivated. The day he decides to give up. Text message. Call.
Yeah.
You've not called. Never heard from you. How are you? I said, just say, let me check on you. Have you eaten?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
And it was
back
going,
again.
you know one thing, it was going wide.
Mm-hmm.
But the person was like, I need to make a save. Like, why am I not getting any balls to show my goalkeeping skills?
Fair.
It's like, let me just
You know what?
tell them that instead of shooting it
I can
wide
see
left,
it now.
just bring it closer to the goal. But when they shoot it, you stop it.
I can see it now.
No,
But it makes
I
sense.
think it's different dynamics on both sides, which
True.
kind of plays out in very interesting ways.
Interesting.
Very interesting ways.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
actually.
but I think it's an interesting dynamic.